Welcome to the next session of Unit 3 of Class 10 Information Technology for NAPTO syllabus. Today I'll be talking about the sessions 7 through 11 one by one, and I will show you practically how to do everything. Okay, now I have a document opened up here. Now we'll see one by one all the character formatting. Now I will show you how to change the style of the font and how to change the size of the font, and also how to strike through the particular word in the document and how to include the superscript and subscript. All these things we can go ahead and see now practically. See, under this font group, you have this text box which has the list of font styles. You have various inbuilt font styles in the Word document. And if you want to change the default style in your document, you select the text which you want to change, and then you go ahead and change the size by clicking on here. Now, if you want to change the size, you click on the small text box which is near to the font style, and you have the number specified which specifies the size of the font. I am changing it to 18 now. See, the font size has got increased. Okay, now without going and clicking on the size, I just wanted to increase the size of the font. In that case, I can click on this grow font icon, that is by clicking on this. Alternatively, this can also be done by clicking on control and greater than symbol in your keyboard. See, I'm clicking on the keys in the keyboard. And same way, the alternative is how to reduce the size. I'm clicking on the shrink font. Now I got the size of the font reduced. Alternatively, this can also be done by clicking on the control plus the list smaller than symbol. This can also be done. Okay, fine. Now we'll see how to strike through the particular text. Select the word or the sentence which you want to strike through. Just select it and click on this strike through icon. Okay, and if you want to bold it, just select it and you have this bold B, right? You can do this. Alternatively, this can also be done by selecting the text and clicking on Control B. And if you want to make it italic, you can just click on this I, or alternatively, you can also click on Control plus I in your keyboard. And if sometimes you may need to underline few things, that can be done by clicking on U, and alternatively that can also be done by clicking on Control plus U in your keyboard, right? And now I want to specify few things in a superscript. Maybe this, I am typing here 8 7. I'm typing the 7. I want to mention this 2 in the 7 square. I want to type 7 square. In that case, I'm typing the 2 here, and then I'm selecting the 2 and clicking on this superscript icon, and now I'm getting this 7 square. You got that 7 square. These 7 square, all these things can be used. The square, the superscript is mainly used when you go for mathematical document, and sometimes when you are using technical document, you may need to type in few technical names. For example, water, that is H2O. That is how we mention. That is a name for symbolic name for water in chemistry, right? In that case, we can go ahead and select this 2 and then click on this subscript, and now you see the H2O is displayed here. Got it? And now if you want to change the formatting, select that and then click on If you want to clear the formatting, just click on this clear formatting in the document. See, the numbers which were displayed in the superscript, now it got cleared, and as a normal number it is displayed here. So we saw all the options now under this font group, and few other options, like if you want to change the color of the font, you can select the font and click on this text highlight color. Say I want to highlight this, I'm clicking on this. If I want to change the color, I can change it by selecting that. And if I want to change it like this, we can change it. Okay. And whatever the document, now I'm typing in, I want to change the color of the font. In that case, okay, in that case, I can select the colors from here, and then I can type in whatever the way I want that to be displayed. I mean, whatever the color, the font I want to display, right? So under this font group, we saw how to change the size of the font, how to change the style of the font, and how to increase the fonts by just clicking on the grow font, and then shrink font, how to reduce it. And then the clear is to clear the formatting whatever you had in the document. And here the strike through is to strike through the unwanted words in the document. And we saw subscript and superscript. And now we'll go ahead and see how to change the case. When I say case, it is nothing but the lowercase or uppercase, right? Say for example, I'm selecting this sentence here. Now I want to change the case, I mean uppercase, lowercase, all these cases. I have so many options here. Sentence case. Now we will see, select the sentence case. I clicked on sentence case. Already all the this particular sentence is having the sentence case applied. I'm just changing the F to lowercase here, and then I will show you here. Now I'm selecting this. I'm selecting the sentence case. Do you see the first letter of the sentence is being changed to the uppercase? Yes, that is the functionality of center case. And now I want to change everything into lowercase. In that, I'm selecting it the lowercase. See, the only word or the text which was in the lowercase got changed, uppercase got changed into lowercase now. Maybe I can show you practically. I'm typing everything in uppercase. Okay, all the apple is in uppercase. I'm going and selecting this option here as a lowercase. See, it got changed to lowercase. In the same way, if you want everything to be in uppercase, you can click on uppercase and you can change the case in upper or lower, vice versa. And capitalize each word. In that case, the starting of all the words will get changed into uppercase. Yeah, I'm clicking on selecting the text, and then I'm clicking on this, and then I'm clicking on capitalize each word. Do you see the first letter of the each word got capitalized? Yes. Okay. And the last thing is toggle case. Whatever the word that got displayed in the uppercase will display in the lowercase now, and vice versa will happen when I click on the toggle case button. I'm clicking on the toggle case. Now do you see all the letters which were in the lower case got converted into uppercase, and the uppercase letters got converted to the lowercase. So that's all about the functionalities under the font group. Okay, now we will see how to insert a clip art into the Word document. Click on insert, click on the icon clip art here, and I have already searched for the logos here. If you want to search for any other picture, you can just type in that and click on go, and you will get the pictures here, the clip arts displayed here. Now I'm selecting a clip art. Say for example, I wanted to place a picture here. Most of the time we need the pictures displayed in the document for any kind of for explanation, or if it is a document which needs, if it is an educational documents, if you want to explain something, you can click onto that. Or if it is a company business document, if you want to insert a logo, you can insert a logo also. So here I am inserting a picture here, and I'm reducing the size of the picture. I have it here. Now I can use the text wrapping here so that I can display the text nearby this clip art in a way it can be displayed. For example, I want the text to be displayed in an order, in line. So everything is already in line, so you cannot see the changes. And if you want, click on the square. Now look at the changes now. So the text around the clip art is displayed in a square format, and I'm going for tight. When I say tight, all the text are arranged in a packed manner, and then I'm using behind text so that all the text behind the goes behind the clip art, I mean the image. And now I'm using the in front of the text. Say now the clip art is displayed in front of the text. The text goes at the back and the image comes to the front. Now I'm going to use top and bottom. Now you can see the text is displayed at the top and bottom of the images. Next, I'm using through. When I say through, it displays all the text is displayed through the clip art. I mean from the throughout the paragraph we can see where the clip art is there, right? Now if you want to use a or insert an object, the object can be anywhere in your computer or somewhere in the net or somewhere. If you want to insert an object, when I say the object here, I wanted to insert another document. Say for example, it can be a another word document or an excel sheet or an even a pdf file. I wanted to insert it here. Even that can be done by clicking on insert, and then I have the object here and click on that. If you want, now I will insert an excel sheet for you. I'm clicking on excel. Now you can see the excel sheet displayed here, and you can use this here within this document. Okay, and now look at this. And again, if you want to use it, you can double click on that and you can make the changes, and then you just come out of that and then click on that, and this is how you can insert a document here. Okay, the next is I'll show you how to use the different symbols, shapes and special characters. We'll go for that. Okay, see again the shapes in the same same tab insert. Under this you go for illustrations group. Under this you have the shapes, you have the different shapes displayed here. You can use whatever the shapes you want to use it for, especially if you want to draw a flow chart or something, you can go for that. If you want to use arrow mark, you can use this. Especially this is used when you do go for a drawing or a flow chart in your document. You can go for these shapes. You have different shapes here. Whichever the shape which you want, you can select it from here. Okay, now I'll show you how to insert the symbols in the document. Most of the time, sometimes we may need to insert symbols. That again is available under the insert tab under the symbols group. Click on the symbol. You have all the special symbols, special characters displayed here, which you can use in your document. So beta and greater than symbol, all the special characters you can use it from here. And even the mu, you can use it, and you can click on more symbols. See, look at this. You have this box opened up, dialog box opened up, where you have symbols tab as well as special characters tab. You can click on special characters and see These are all the copyright registered. These are all the things we may need it when we are creating a business document. Quotation mark, all these things which you can use it from here. Alternatively, these can also be inserted using the shortcut keys mentioned in the screen. Okay, so that's all about this unit 3. So to revamp, today we saw about how to change the font style, how to change the font size, how, and we saw the grow font, shrink font, and how to clear the format, and strike through we saw, and how to insert the subscript, superscript, all these things which we saw. And then we went on to insert the clipboard, and we saw text wrapping, how to wrap up the text around the clipboard, all these things which we saw. And we also saw about how to insert an object, inserting another document within this Word document, for example the Excel sheet, all these things which we saw. And then finally we saw how to include symbols, shapes, and special characters. Right? hope hope you understand everything. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section, and please click on subscribe for more videos on this class 10 information technology. Thank you for watching Tulip. Have a great day. Bye.